Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the EyeBleedMedia podcast. I am aHeroInStitches, and today I am interviewing Info Fozzy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, Info Fozzy. How about yourself?
I'm not doing too good here.
I heard that Nintendo released some news. Is that playing into this?
They did, but before we even get into that, I have to let you know about the terrible day I was having last week.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Well, I was playing me some Fallout 4, and it seemed to have hooked onto my soul. It's a story about post-war America, and what I've noticed, apart from its very, very deep anti-American sentiment, of what you can read over at gamingwars.fallout is a disgrace to the American culture.com. It's post-nuclear. Everything's wiped out. Nuclear bombs were exploded in Boston and other American cities, and it got me to thinking: this cannot be the America that we're looking towards. This can't be America's fate. It shows in America where everything's destroyed. I went to Wrigley Field in Fallout 4, and it's become a shanty town, and that's just not how I like to see my America portrayed. If I was to make Fallout 5, it would be all of the other countries would be destroyed in nuclear winter, and anyone who may have survived, if any, would have to migrate to America and get turned away at the border.
Wow, that was very depressing.
Very depressing. There's actually a crater that's the size of Boston itself, it seems, to the southwest of Boston in the game, and I felt like I almost thought this was a joke. This isn't how America ends. It's not with a nuclear strike in America's soil. What's gonna happen is we launch the nukes, and everybody else will burn, and our cities and our people and our gamers will live in peace and prosperity, while everybody else knocks and claws at the border.
What about Japan? You don't have any love for Japan?
Some would actually say in Fallout lore that Japan was the one who started it, and well, actually, on that point, they actually made a good one. I'm actually cool with Japan being the perpetrators of the war that started the Fallout universe. But apart from that, Japan is probably the leader in spreading the anti-American perspective and stealing the hearts and minds of children all over the globe, making sure that they don't buy American games, they don't buy even European games. They just want it so that you buy their games. And now with their online system, they're just going to be using American taxpayer dollars to funnel their own military-industrial complex that we discovered Nintendo has close ties to. If you want to take a look, find it over at gamingwars.nintendoswitchwantstokillyourchildren.com. You come over, we have the files, we have the pictures, we have basically everything that you need that supports the claim that Nintendo is in league with the military-industrial complex of Japan. They're going to be arming Japan.
Now, to touch on that, Nintendo actually released some news today about their Nintendo Switch and their online play. Have you heard anything about this? About, they bringing saved cloud data to people? You can manage your account through
Save cloud data. Obvious attempt at tracking the usage of Switch users and 3DS users across the globe. It's the best way for you to know how weak America is. If 50% of the population is playing Nintendo Switch games, they know when to strike. They actually have, and we've seen it, you can go over to gamingwars.nintendoswitchonline is there to take your money.com. There seems to be a plan that they have where if they can get the American population to about 70% game usage by releasing absolutely awesome, amazing, addictive pick up and play games that support the Nintendo Switch and what it's trying to help utilize. If they show that 75% of the American population is on the Switch, that's how they strike. Don't be fooled, America.
So it's safe to say that you're against Americans buying into this cloud data service. Would that be accurate?
I'm against Americans buying into the cloud data service in general, but the fact that Nintendo is buying in to what Ubisoft is doing, we already know that Ubisoft is using all of your data to make subpar games and release pieces of it in small increments afterwards. They know your habits, folks. They know what you're trying to do. They know what kind of games you actually want to play, and they'll give it to you in 5 years in $30 increments. That's just all that Nintendo's trying to do. They're gonna follow suit. They'll lure you in with their low prices, very affordable yearly plan, $20 US dollar. Even their family membership, which I'm sure can be abused, but just as long as they get you playing their games, that's basically once they have it. Once they have it, it's over. It's over for you. It's over for America.
What about the online play? You can play Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart Deluxe.
You can already do without paying anything. Nintendo knows that. Just releasing a free online service, Morty.
My name is Stitches.
They know that releasing it free is only out there to hook American gamers, the American gaming public. Actually, if you want the facts, go over to gamingwars.com. There's an online forum of people who are woken, of people who are no longer sleeping, of people who want to just sit down, play their games, and not have their motions tracked. They're tracking your motions inside every Joy-Con.
Yeah, that's what the HD Rumble is, right? It's to track the emotions of Americans. Is that?
That's right. HD, we're in the middle of investigating, but HD does not necessarily mean high definition rumble. We're trying to uncover the terminology. Everything that we've uncovered so far, you can go over to gamingwars.com. Take a look. It's all there. Undeniable proof that they're tracking your wrist movements and actually they're actually scanning your skin. They're scanning the skin that's being used to hold the Joy-Cons to see if you've masturbated recently.
Oh wow.
Judging semen content, sweats, blood pulse. They want to know the habits. They want to know they want to know that masturbatory habits of your children.
Now this is scary, with them tracking all of this biological data via the HD Rumble in the Wii U Joy-Con controllers, and them now tracking people when they're online. This doesn't bode well for the American citizens, now, does it?
It doesn't at all. And we started to know this with the left Joy-Con connectivity issues. It's only. It can only be correlated with the fact that most of the American gaming public play with their right hands. So they don't actually necessarily need your left hand data because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of left-handed gamers out there. For more info, you can find it over at Nintendo Switch Online Joy-Con controller not working for anyone involved.org. We couldn't buy that one.
Oh wow! So they even discriminate against people who have left hands. That's crazy.
Well, it's only based on the market. There's just simply not that many left-handed people who play games. They're actually they actually have careers and families.
Well, thank you so very much for the interview and the information on all of this new Nintendo online play release. I greatly appreciate that, and we here in the EyeBleedMedia community greatly appreciate you taking the time, Info Fozzy, to come down here and set the American gamers right.
Well, thank you, Stitches, for having me. And just keep in mind out there, American gaming public, don't be fooled. Go over to gamingwars.com. You will get the first scoop of anything that comes into play right now. We're investigating Electronic Arts and how they're the gaming community.
You heard it, folks. That was Fozzy. I am a Hero in Stitches. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of EyeBleedMedia Insights. Fuck off.
Fallout 4, 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 Fallout 4.